Before I tell you this story, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt stuck? Not completely unhappy, not completely broken, just stuck, like you're capable of more. But somehow, your life feels smaller than your potential. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they stay comfortable. Comfort is dangerous. It doesn't hurt enough to force change. But it slowly steals years from your life. And today, I want to tell you about a man who learned that lesson the hard way. His name was Daniel. Daniel was 34 years old when he lost his job. For 12 years, he worked at the same office, same desk, same coffee mug, same routine. He wasn't miserable, but he wasn't alive either. Every morning, he passed a small bakery on his way to work. The smell of fresh bread, the warmth in the windows, the laughter inside. And every single day he told himself, maybe one day. Daniel loved baking. He baked for friends, for family, for neighbors. Everyone told him, you should open your own place. But Daniel always smiled and said, it's not the right time. Not enough money? Not enough experience? Not enough confidence? Then, one Tuesday afternoon, his manager called him in. Budget cuts? Downsizing? Nothing personal. Just like that, 12 years were reduced to a handshake and a cardboard box. Daniel walked home in silence. He felt embarrassed, angry, scared. What would people think? How would he pay rent? Was this the end? That night, he couldn't sleep. At 3:17 a.m., something strange happened. For the first time in years, there was no alarm set, no office to rush to, no routine waiting, just silence. And in that silence, a question appeared. If not now, when? Daniel realized something painful. He hadn't been trapped by his job. He had been trapped by fear. The job was just a comfortable excuse. The next morning, instead of updating his resume, he opened a notebook. On the first page, he wrote, what would I try if I wasn't afraid? The answer came quickly. The bakery, not big, not fancy, just real. The first weeks were hard. Savings were tight. Doubt was loud. Friends questioned him. Are you sure this is smart? Daniel wasn't sure, but for the first time in years, he felt awake. He rented a tiny space, painted the walls himself, burned the first 5 batches of croissants. He almost quit. Twice. But every time he thought about going back to a safe office job, he remembered that gray desk, that quiet regret. And he kept going. 6 months later, something changed. People started lining up outside, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. 2 years later, someone asked him, do you regret losing your job? Daniel smiled. That was the best thing that ever happened to me? Because losing security forced him to find courage. Losing comfort forced him to grow. Here's the truth. Sometimes life removes what you're too afraid to walk away from. What feels like rejection is often redirection. Daniel didn't succeed because he was fearless. He succeeded because he was finally more afraid of regret than of failure. So if you're waiting for the right time, maybe this is it. Maybe the door that just closed was never your prison. Maybe it was your permission